Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1999 movie, The Blair Witch Project. So this movie is directed by Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez, and in this movie, in the October of 1994, 3 student filmmakers disappeared in the woods near Burkittsville, Maryland, while shooting a documentary about the Blair Witch, and a year later their footage is found. And this is a found footage movie that follows these kids as they go hiking through the forest looking for the Blair Witch, and they come into contact with some supernatural entities that we don't really see on screen. But this movie is one of the most overrated horror movies of all time to me. I've never really been able to get into it. I've tried watching it like 3 or 4 times and never finished it, and today I decided to go ahead and just watch it all the way through, just get it over with and everything, because I had never been able to get into the Blair Witch. I thought maybe since now that I'm into horror, maybe I'd give this another shot and I'd like it. But I just didn't. I'm not a big fan of found footage stuff anyway. Really, aside from Paranormal Activity, I'm just not into found footage movies. And I've always just had a hard time getting into this movie. Like I said, I tried to watch it a few times and it just never clicked with me. And it still doesn't click with me. I just don't get the hype for this movie. I don't think it's very great at all. I think it has some good things. The atmosphere of the movie is okay, and everything, and the wood setting is cool and stuff, but that's really all I can say. And there were so many movies that came out after this that mocked it and made fun of it and everything. It's one that I always got tired of hearing about as a kid. I just never really understood the hype on this movie. The cast are all fine and everything. They play their characters perfectly fine, but the characters are all underdeveloped and not very likable. Some of them are flat out annoying, and the entire time they're screaming and acting all scared throughout the whole thing, and the camera is really shaky at a lot of times because they're having to run and stuff, and it gives me a headache every time I watch it, and always just kind of puts me in a bad mood. I just don't like this movie. I can get why some people do, though. It is an interesting concept and stuff. It just isn't my thing, and everything. So I just don't really care for the Blair Witch Project. I thought it was a very overrated movie. I don't know if it's still as overrated now as it was back then, but I don't think it's the greatest found footage movie of all time like most people say it is. I'd definitely give that to Paranormal Activity, but yeah, I'm not real crazy for found footage stuff, and this movie just didn't do anything for me. So I'll give it I'm gonna have to give it a 1 out of 10. I just did not like it very much. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of the Blair Witch Project, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.